Oh yeah, fight fan, you know it. I mean, bottom line is every fighter is going to lose a fight at some point. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your style is. There's an anecdote for you. It just has to do with the way styles mesh and whatnot. And Khabib's a great example. You know, people talk about he retired undefeated. Yeah, he retired undefeated with like I don't know 2 or 3 title defenses, right? He didn't hang around, but someone would have beat him. That's the one thing I can guarantee you. I don't know who it would have been. I have no idea. It might have been Oliveira. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we all have vulnerabilities. We all have weaknesses. But beyond that, nobody's 100% all the time, right? Like, you're going to slip for a moment when someone doesn't slip. I think a real extreme example of that was Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. You know, I'm not saying Buster didn't have skills. He had a lot of skills. I mean, he was outboxing Tony Tucker when Tucker knocked him out for the title the first time. Got five wins over journeyman contender types. They put him back in with Tyson because King liked to give guys from Ohio, where he's from, pushes. But what he didn't expect was for James Buster Douglas to knock out Mike Tyson, his cash cow, and he went into full protective mode, trying to get that title back, outside the ring. Anyway, what am I saying? Well, I'm just saying that everybody in the end is defeatable. Like Ronda Rousey had that same mystique that Mike Tyson had. But what we didn't appreciate about Ronda Rousey is her striking was rudimentary. It didn't matter because it was the fighting animal spirits, the passion she ignited in us that made us think, no, no, she's better than that. She can't be beat. And the truth is, every single fighter there is can be beat. It doesn't matter who they are. That's why matching is absolutely so important. You want me to name some fighters that would have beat Mike Tyson pretty easily? Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe had a real easy time against smaller guys. Don't believe me? Look at his fights with Evander Holyfield. If it hadn't been Fan Man who flew into the ring that night, I don't know if Holyfield would have beat Riddick Bowe at all. Another guy, George Foreman. You see the way George Foreman handled Joe Frazier? He'd done the same thing to Mike Tyson. So the bottom line is, guys, styles make fights. And if you're smart, you'll avoid difficult styles for yourself. Now, something interesting with that, I remember Evander Holyfield said, he thinks that Lennox Lewis would have lost to Riddick Bowe until he got Emmanuel Stewart as a trainer. But I think what Evander misses about that is he's thinking about the Riddick Bowe he fought. But the reality is Lennox Lewis knocked out Riddick Bowe in the Olympics and with, whatever ounce gloves and, 3-round fights. So I don't think Riddick Bowe would have handled Lennox Lewis as a professional. Vander was just a smaller heavyweight, which is what Riddick Bowe fed off of. You got someone bigger his size, Andrew Galata, whoever, that could take his punch, it was a whole different story. But guys, styles make fights, make no mistake. A beating B and B beating C doesn't mean that A will beat C. It's a really weird dynamic. You want more on that? Read my book, Warrior of the Light.